Welcome back to the Solo Promoter YouTube channel. The other day on my community tab, I posted about these two comics and about how I was at a collector show and I saw them and I wanted to get them. And the story behind it was, at one point, I wanted an entire run of the first volume, I guess it is, of Daredevil. And I've since looked it up. It's 380 comics. So I was at a collector show and I had been thinking about that, and I did that video recently about the graded comic that I had bought as sort of like a little investment thing. And so I was at this show and I saw these and I picked them up just because, I don't know, like we were just at the collector show and my wife and I were just kind of looking around at different things, and I just decided to pick these up. And when I posted about that, well, as you can see on the screen, it begins again. And once a collector, always a collector. And I have to say, they are correct. Because in this past week, I guess I've started collecting comic books again. And in here are comic books that I have bought. This is the third time I've bought these comic books. So yeah, I got these at a great price though, off of eBay, from a comic book shop. And, let's see, I want to make sure that I don't mind. I just don't want to give away addresses. Lucky Cat Comics. That's who I got these from. And I will say, that they had these up for an offer. You could make an offer on them, and I made an offer on them, and they accepted them. And the way eBay works is they charged my credit card right away, and since they were able to put them all in one shipping package, it was 3 different auctions, and since they were able to put them all in one shipping package, they refunded me the money, which was very nice, which I thought they would do anyway, but it's just, we've had a couple videos here on this channel. I don't know when this video is coming up compared to the other ones, but we're just dealing with people online has been very pleasant. So here we go. That's right. Damage control. I talked about damage control in that unboxing video I did for the Marvel Comics Presents comic. But what this is a full run. When Damage Control first debuted after Marvel Comics Presents, it was a 4-issue limited series. And they did 3 4-issue limited series. And so that's what these books are, is those first 3 4-issue limited series. All right. So, and I have bought these. This is the third time that I have bought these comics. So Damage Control 1. Oh, that comic book smell. You know what I'm talking about? That old comic book smell. So here we go. Damage Control number 1. Just really awesome. And I don't know if I told the story on here, but this series was created by Dwayne McDuffie. And I performed this show called Puppet Up Uncensored, and this was, well, it's probably over 10 years ago now, or even longer. After one of our Puppet Up shows, we went out to eat, and I was sitting next to this guy, and he was really, really super nice, and, well, that didn't age well. He was really, really super nice, and we were just chatting the whole time just about puppets and about other things. And he was a friend of one of the other puppeteers, and it was him and his wife, and they were both very, very nice. And I always love this. He's using Stiltman's legs. when we got up to leave, I realized, I had introduced myself, and I go, "Oh, I've been talking to you this whole time," and I introduced myself, and he goes, "Oh, I'm Dwayne McDuffie," and I was like, "Wait a minute, did you do Damage Control, Dwayne McDuffie?" And he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, the best." And I was actually glad. I may have told the story before, but I was glad I didn't know it was him until the very end, because I didn't want to be sitting there the whole time, asking him questions about Damage Control, just because it really is my favorite, one of my favorite comic book series. And let's see. I think this is the second. Series, if I'm remembering correctly. I want to make sure this tape doesn't stick on anything. I think this was the second series. So books are in great shape. And I completely know that these are not super rare books. I mean, you can tell by the price I paid for them, which I'll not go into. Yeah, Volume 2, December 1989. No vault insurance. I think this one has the intro with the Punisher coming in, and he's really mad. I so vividly remember this, that it starts with like the Punisher sneaking into the building, and he's going to talk to somebody, and then he gets in, and it's just all this stuff, all the other people in there, and then he's going to get mad, and like nobody cares, and it gives him a number. Just super fun stuff. Super fun stuff. I'm going to enjoy reading these again. And then this was the third volume. Now there was I think one or two issues. Somehow some of the characters played a part in Civil War, and Civil War was kind of when I was getting out of comics again. So I don't remember much of it, but I know that I think it was this guy played a part in Damage Control. They tried to make it have serious, like some storyline. And then I know that they recently did a new series of Damage Control that was a limited edition, and it was like an intern learning the ropes of Damage Control. And I read the first couple, but it was just not as hilarious and funny as I remember it. And there you go. That is my comic book haul. I think, unfortunately, you're going to start seeing more comic book haul videos on the channel. Maybe not weekly, but definitely you will see some more haul videos on here. That's going to do it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for putting up with my dumb, inane comic book talk. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody. One other thing before we go, I was thinking about doing sort of like comic book, not reviews, because I just feel like when you review things, it's so personal. And, like I love these comics, and I know that not everybody they want serious comic books. So I get that. But I was thinking of just like picking a comic, reading it, and then doing like a little recap or my thoughts type video on it. And I don't know if that something you would like. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps that is something that will happen down the road.